And that is so great, and that we as Christians, see, there are Christians in all levels of government, in all levels of society, and we as Christians can support, can undergird, can strengthen them with our prayers.
Oh,
and this is what we're trying to encourage everyone to do. It doesn't matter what party they are or what they make their stands. All of them have need of God at one point in their life.
Well, you know, I was in '97. I was kind of in a place where I was beginning to wonder, you know, if the few people, the handful of people that I knew were the only ones that were involved in, you know, in a relationship with God.
Right.
And so I think that's primarily the reason why God orchestrated it. So that I could be there in '97, because one of the things that I found out in '97 was that there were 80 plus members of the U.S. House of Representatives who gathered every Tuesday morning for an hour and a half of Bible study and prayer.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, it is. It
It
encouraged me tremendously, and I came away with a great appreciation for the battles that they have to face and the struggles that they have every day. You know, and the reality is that, as my dad used to say, you know, be kind to the people you meet, because everybody's fighting a tough battle.
Exactly.
But there are different people fighting different battles in different arenas, and that happens to be a very public one.
Exactly.
And so we need to cover them with our prayers and encourage them.
Yes.
with our voices. And you know, I encourage people to write letters to people and you know, in the House of Representatives and Senate and in the governor's office, and say, you know what, we're praying for you. We think about you.
Exactly.
You know,
as having been down there at the state legislature, that's very important. It just really strengthened you and encouraged you when you got letters from home like that saying, we are praying for you, and we will stand with you and ask God to bless the things and give you wisdom. So it's very important.
I believe so.
Well, I appreciate the fact that God has put you there in a very strategic position that you can give a word of wisdom to them. So I praise God for that. But tell us more about your church, Peachtree City Christian Church. What's going on here?
Well, Pam, there's so many things. This is a great place to be involved in ministry. You know, I was called here as part of the ministry team in 1993, and became the senior pastor in '99. And we have a wonderful team of people who are part of the leadership ministry team of this church. But we have literally hundreds of volunteers who really make this place happen. And there are so many things that they do, and you know, we want to be a part of the community. And, we want to make our presence known by sharing in the community and doing positive things in the community. And so we try to make sure that everything that we do reflects Christ, but that it has some kind of positive impact in the world in which we live. We have a group of people that volunteer every month, that go down to Jesus Place, which is an inner city mission that was established back in the '60s by a fellow by the name of Jim Vernon. And they go down and hand out food and clothing to homeless individuals, and they also try to encourage them. They worship with them. They have a worship time with them, and it is just a truly a life-changing experience. And it's neat to have the opportunity to actually go and have a mission experience this close to home, you know. And but we also do other things. We're involved with Fayette Samaritans, and we support that ministry in a lot of different ways with volunteers and providing food and funds. And we're involved. We support the battered women's shelter, and our women's ministry is really involved with them on a number of different levels. We have the people who are taking food every Wednesday night to people in our community who are not able to fix food for themselves or to take care of themselves completely.
Well, you're taking literally what Jesus said. When he said that when I was hungry, you fed me. When I was in prison, you came and visited me. When I was naked, you clothed me. You're taking it literally with
well,
the church.
the church takes it literally. I'll be honest with you, with the exception of the Jesus Place thing, most of those initiatives are led or initiatives that are brought to us by volunteers. They come and say, we really want to be involved in this, and we give them the blessing and encouragement and let them go. They're our youth are involved with Square Foot Ministries.
Now, what is that?
Well, they it's kind of like a Habitat for Humanity, but it's here locally.
Okay.
And so they've helped remodel some houses in the Fayette area and with other churches but there are just there are so many things we could sit here and talk for hours and hours about it. But the one thing that we really, I guess the most important thing is to share the good news about Jesus Christ.
Yes.
And I really believe in the idea of earning the right to be heard. Mm-hmm. I don't think that you should necessarily go and hit people over the head with a placard and
right.
And try to get them to listen to you while you're screaming and hollering at them. But we try to encourage people to have genuine relationships with the people around them, and through those relationships share the good news about Jesus Christ. I have a friend in the ministry, and he teaches. He has the same philosophy and teaches. And he said he had a family that moved in behind him. Their backyards had met, and he went out one day, and the guy was working in the backyard, and he said, why don't you come to church with us on Sunday? And the guy said, no, I don't think so. But the new neighbor said, but you know what? We would like to cook out with you guys one night. Oh. And my friend said he walked away from that encounter, just literally kicking himself, because he said, that's what he teaches people to do, but then he forgot to do it. So we try to make a conscious effort to build relationships. God lives in relationship.
That's right.
He created relationships, and we want people to have real and meaningful relationships in the world. Mm-hmm. But along with that, there has to be a transparency.
That's right.
And you have to be the same. As Bill Hybels put it one time, who are you when nobody's looking? I believe is a book that he wrote. But you have to be the same in all of your life. I'm not asking you to be perfect, just asking you to be consistent.
That's right.
Exactly. And so there are not any perfect people here, but there are a lot of people who are committed to strengthen their relationship with Jesus Christ, strengthen their relationship with others, being transparent in their lives, and making a difference in the community. And so we've been very blessed, and we have just a great group of people who are involved in levels of ministry that I don't even know about some of them or what's involved. Every Thursday night we have a group of people who gather here just to pray for the things that are on our prayer list and in our community. We have a group of people who are going to Mexico to build houses, and we've got a mission team that is probably going to be going down to Haiti in the not too distant future, and we've been invited to go over to Ghana and Africa and work in an orphanage over there. So they're just I don't even know where to start or where to finish. It's just amazing the life that this congregation has and the reach that it has in so many different ways.
That is so encouraging, because